Good afternoon, Goonz house. Today we are playing around at Ed Oliver Golf Club in Wilmington, Delaware. We'll be doing a quick course review of the conditions, and we'll also post our scores at the end. You all have a great day.
All right, so we're on our way to the first tee. Just an FYI, all of us are terrible at golf, at least 30 handicap. This will be a challenge of who is less bad.
I have a little bit of experience in golf. I'm going to be honest, I think this is going to go pretty well for me.
We'll see.
I'm not expecting a full Nicholson or Tiger Woods type of day, but it wouldn't be shocking if I was a young Bryson DeChambeau kind of.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say it, but the single that was there didn't make it past the women's tees.
That is going to be unfortunate. So we're going to be golfing from the gold tees today, all the way up there near the women's tees, because we need help, as much help as we can get. So, Dylan, would you like to read the first yardage of the first hole?
Yes, we have a par 4 from the gold tees, 317 yards.
We'll see you there.
Alright, let's get right into the content. So you can see this tee box is in kind of a rough shape, but it's not too bad, it's serviceable. And you can see me absolutely pipe that drive down the fairway, slicing a little right at about 210 yards. And next up we have Dylan. So Dylan here uses his 3-wood because his driver fucking sucks, and it goes about 180 yards down the fairway. And we have John using an actual antique wooden driver, and he actually manages to take a chunk out of the tee box, leaving it in even worse condition than it was initially. And here we have some B-roll footage of John taking a mulligan, and he's trying to re-tee his shot for a better opportunity. And you can see he absolutely pipes that one down the fairway. In all actual seriousness, though, we all sucked on that first hole. It was really bad. I ended with a triple bogey. I believe Dylan ended with a double bogey, and John went double parred with a nice little asterisk because that's the max we kept the score. And as you can see, he absolutely piped that one down the fairway, and it hit the cart path and went about 250, also clearing some water while I'm at it. Now I'm going to take some time to talk about the course conditions at Porky Oliver Golf Club. So as you can see, the tee boxes really are not in good shape, but the fairways are a little bit better. There are some dead spots and all. You can see Dylan hit that one in the water. There are some rough spots in the fairway, but it's overall neatly contained, I would say. It's not too terrible. But I will say, the greens. The greens. And you can see Dylan drive that one straight into the water, too. The greens are actually really good. They were flat. They were firm. I feel like the greens were true. They made sense. There was nothing crazy going on. And we see here the video's upside down. Not very good. So yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, the conditions of the course were honestly pretty good considering the price. This is, I believe, a local community. This is run by the local government. We see here John trying to swing at his ball. He's having a little bit of trouble, or just doing a practice swing. To be honest, I can't really tell. I also feel kind of bad because, gosh, okay. I feel bad because I didn't have many lowlights caught on camera. We only recorded 2 holes, and I didn't really have anything to make fun of myself about. But my score here was not good. I'm pretty sure I ended with a double bogey on this hole. It wasn't that good. Overall, I shot like a 109, but I'll give you a recap of the scores later on. But yeah, John re-tees the ball, and he's practicing on that very crappy tee box, hoping for a good shot. And he missed. He just completely outright missed the ball, but that's okay because he's going to hit this one. And he towed it. He towed it, and it went all the way across the water horizontally, which is kind of impressive. We also got some more footage for you guys. This is Dylan taking a drop after hitting into the water off the tee box. He pipes that one down the fairway about 150 yards with his iron. And with this video, you can see that the fairway and the rough are in decent conditions. And you can also see that some tee boxes, like the reds right there, were actually pretty good. So there is an inconsistency depending on which tees you play. Some of them might be good, some of them might be not. So take that into account when playing at Porky Oliver's. Here's also some footage from the greens. You can see very flat and pretty decent condition in my opinion. I've played it much worse than my local par 3. But yeah, that footage was also the only par of the entire day we actually are fodder at golf. Overall, though, the course was pretty beautiful. We have some footage of the local wildlife nearby. A nice little fox just walking around who also tried to take someone's lunch. But yeah, the course was very pretty. I also put up some pictures here and give my ratings of the different parts of the course. So we'll jump right Alright, and here are the rankings for you guys of Porky Oliver's. I gotta say, the greens in really good condition. Solid 9 out of 10. Putting was amazing. The fairways, also pretty good condition, but there were some splotchy parts that were questionable. Some parts that just had dirt, so I would say a 7 out of 10. The rough, I found myself in there a lot. It was a 10 out of 10. I loved being in there. It was super fun. The water hazards, of which there were 2, I give it an 8 out of 10. The only thing that could really do it better is if there were more of them, honestly. There were only like 2 or 3 holes that covered water, and the water hazards were pretty short to begin with. The tee boxes, I already went over that, about 6 out of 10. One thing I do have to note, though, the bunkers, not good. The bunkers were in rough condition. The greenskeeper swoosh not even player ball, okay? And overall, the price, I'd say, is a 9 out of 10. We played for free that day with a coupon. However, normally a price is anywhere from $35 to $50, which is pretty cheap. And with all these factors considered, I gotta say, this course is a 7.5 out of 10, around 3.5 stars. I really enjoyed playing here. It's a solid course. The conditions are iffy at points, but the greens themselves, which are the most important part, are in really good condition. I recommend you should play here. And if you're a new golfer, experienced golfer, whoever you are, I think you would really enjoy it. And here are our scores. I shot a 109, Dylan shot a 123, and John shot a 137. And we would max out our scores per hole at double par, so after that we'd stop keeping track. And there's some course information of Porky Oliver's below you can pause to read. You guys have a great day. Okay, one more thing. Guys, please leave swing tips in the comments below. I need help on my golf swing so bad. I am down atrocious. I need all the help I can get. Anyways, the video's over now. Bye!